welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Susanna and welcome back to another video. First of all, guys, I have Homa. I have some cold that is actually disturbing me, and guys, I have cold which is actually disturbing me. It has stressed me for like 3 days now, and hopefully I will be okay. My voice is actually dim, but anyways, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe to the channel and like, share the videos, tell your friends also to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, so guys, today's video I'm actually going to be talking about the hardest part of being a parent, part 2. If you haven't watched my previous video, the one I posted about the hardest part of being a parent also, go and watch it. And yeah. So let me tell you guys, being a mom is the hardest thing ever. That nobody will actually love it, but at the same time you will love it when your baby grows up and goes to school, and just moves out of your chest, out of your arms, so that you don't be carrying the baby all the time. When she grows up, she's a big person. You will no longer be carrying him or her. But when he or she is still small, it's very hard, because every time you have to carry him or her. When he cries, when she cries, you carry her. So it is something hard. You stay in the house for a good 3 months or for a good 6 months. If it is your firstborn, you have to stay for 6 months until the baby starts eating. That's when you have to go back to your job. It is so hard. But then if you're able to milk your milk in a bottle, your breast milk in a bottle, you can even go to work at 3 months. It is possible, so you can go to work. But if you're not able, you have to wait until the baby reaches 6 months, then you will go back to work. So let me tell you, it is a hard struggle. It's a hard struggle to be with a baby. I didn't know that for the first time when the baby is injected, the baby will just, when you give that medicine called paracetamol, it will reduce the whole pain. The baby will not cry, will just be like mama. No, it's not like that. That medicine, paracetamol, is just for reducing a little pain, for some little time. And then the pain will come and the baby will start crying. Even if you're not mistaken, the baby will become sick, and it will lead to other treatments in the hospital. You'll have to rush the baby to the hospital. So it is a hard struggle. Like for me, let me tell you guys, I struggled. Like I posted the video my last clinic day. I have actually struggled since then. The baby has been crying, so disturbing, needs nyonyo, doesn't want nyonyo, doesn't want this and this. Guys, it's a hard struggle. The whole night, no sleeping, the baby is crying. You don't sleep up to daytime, also you don't sleep. Remember, my baby does not want anybody, only he wants me. He's only used to me. So I've been struggling. At least today the baby is somehow is actually better. He's even sleeping right now, and at least he has tried to sleep for long, like he used to be before he got injected. So another thing, guys, struggles of being with a newborn is a hard thing. And also knowing when the baby is sick, it's very hard, because the baby will be crying, then you'll be confused. You don't know what's wrong with the baby. You think maybe the baby is sweating, nothing. Maybe the baby has poo-pooed, nothing. Maybe the baby has susued, or maybe the bum is hot, the susu has burnt, the pamper has burnt him or her, nothing. But then kumbe the baby is sick, until you feel the temperature of the baby. The baby is hot, so hot. That's when you realize that the baby is sick. Another thing, noticing that the baby is has good. The baby will start crying. Then until either you're going to smell the poo-poo, because some babies can poo-poo when you're carrying him or her, how others can poo when they're sleeping. So when you smell the poo, you change the pamper. Some can start crying you when they have sussed, like when their pampers burnt them, their bums, then the baby will start crying. Some can be just crying just like that, okay? That's why I'm saying it's a hard struggle to be with a newborn. Being with a newborn is so hard. Another thing also, when he or she wants to sleep, you will start crying anyhowly until you just have to sing for him or her, and then you or she is going to sleep. That's when you realize he wants to sleep. Sleep is disturbing him. Some babies can actually in need of breast. The baby will start crying anyhowly. If you're that short-tempered person, you just leave the baby there crying. But you have to use your own sense. Having a newborn, you have to use your own sense to know whether the baby wants nyonyo, the baby has susud, the baby has poo-pooed. He wants to be changed the pamper. The baby needs the baby has sweat. The baby is sick. Some babies at night can be so crying. Why? Because they sweat at night. That's what I've been struggling with my baby. But since now I have actually noticed some of his behaviors. When he has sweat, I will know that he has sweat. I have to remove for him the sweater and make him and put and give him and change for him some shorts. Then he will actually be relaxed. Oh, he has poo-pooed, you will change for him the diaper, you will be just okay. Guys, it's a hard struggle. The most hardest thing is knowing that the baby is sick, because some people will notice that when the baby is hot, the baby's temperature is hot, is when the baby is sick. But some babies also can start vomiting. That's also another sign of another sign of being sick. Another thing of babies crying, struggling for the babies, is when the baby has taken 2 days without pooing, like poo-pooing. Some babies can keep the gas. The gas can be too much in his or her stomach, so it is hard for him or her to poo-poo, or things like that. Or sometimes it can be like you, the mother, you have not been drinking enough water so that the baby can poo-poo, can be able to poo-poo. His food can digest so fast and he can poo-poo. So if the mother reduces how he drinks the water, then the baby will have some problems, disturb you the whole night. He has a lot of gas in his stomach, poo-poo will not come out. So that's why the mothers have been advised to drink a lot of water, so that when the baby is suckling and the baby is breastfeeding, the baby will not breastfeed. The baby will not suck only thick milk. The baby will suck watery milk, okay? Because that watery milk have a lot of proteins, vitamins, etc., and also helps the baby in poo-pooing so fast, okay? For the baby to poo-poo, it's like us also big people. When you take long without drinking water, or eating that food with the soup, etc., or eating just food only without drinking water, then you do not expect you to poo-poo, okay? You can even take like 2 days or 3 days without pooping. The same as kids. That's why if a parent stops drinking enough water, then the baby will have issues with his or her digestion in times of poo-poo. So some babies cry, disturb a lot when they have stayed for 2 days without poo-pooing, and but then when the baby has taken 2 days without pooping, a parent is being advised at least to make the baby sleep with a stomach, or bump the baby's back, or just do some baby's exercise, the baby will poop. Or sometimes you can just give the baby some water with mixed with boiled water mixed with salt and little sugar. Remember, you don't have to put too much sugar and too much salt, so you just have to use little, not that tasty, just in the middle, because he's still small or she's still small. So if you give him or her that, then the baby will just poop so fast. Or you can even give him or her water, just boil drinking water. Buy water if you don't have drinking water in the house. Remember that salt water you're not advised to give the baby. Like for us here in Githerawi, there is water for Kajo, that is fresh water. There is this water for other use, which you don't drink. So you buy fresh water and then just boil little and give the baby. The baby will poo so fast. Okay, I don't want to give you that, to take you that deep down into tradition, because in traditions they normally use a soap to put in that poo part of the baby. Then the baby will poo in just seconds. Soap, bar soap or Omo, it will help. But as for people in town, you just have to use salt water and the baby will just be okay to go. So struggling with a baby, with a newborn, is hard. Knowing what he or she wants is very hard. So you as a mother, you need to use your sense. Okay, you have to use your sense and know what the baby wants. So that is what I have been going through. I have struggled a lot since the baby was 3 months, and up to now my baby is clocking 5 months. And yeah, I've catched up at least with some things. So I'm just telling you this because there might be someone also outside there who is who is pregnant and a first-time mom, and you want to know what is all things about the babies, how to do things for babies, etc. So you actually have to subscribe to my channel, because I'll be giving you all the details. And yeah, so that's all for today's video, guys. Remember to watch my videos to the end and subscribe. Share the videos, tell your friends also to subscribe. I'll see you on my next video soon. Bye.